We have some exciting news because right now we have the Developer Radio Volume 2, and if you don't know what this is basically the, I guess you could say, patchly version of an update of like what we're going to be getting in the next update, what they've been looking at, what is the feedback that they want to let us know that we've been telling them, and then what they're going to be doing about it. This is a really good thing for them to have. This is more common in this game more than Genshin Impact and Honkai Impact, so this is really nice that they're really taking the feedback that we're saying, especially with it being so early into the game, and they're just rapidly putting in changes that we need, putting in changes that we absolutely want to make it a lot better, make the game a lot more enjoyable. This is really good for Hoyoverse. Now we're gonna go ahead and start talking about the updates. Now most of these updates are going to be slated for 1.3, so you're gonna have to wait till 1.3 to access most of these updates, but let's go ahead and start talking about the first one, and that's going to be my Trailblazer power maxed out after sleeping on the weekends. Can the mechanism be improved? Now this is very true. As you may know, although the, I guess you say, energy does cost a lot in the things that you do in the game, the energy comes back very fast, and I mean like in a couple, not hours, but in like half the day you are going to end up having a full bar of energy if you didn't use all of it when you first logged in. So there basically update to that is going to be in version 1.3, the crew will increase the upper limit of Trailblazer power to 240. Now this is absolutely amazing. Now you could probably play for one time a day and you'll probably be fine in order to actually get it done. And then furthermore, reserve Trailblaze power will be added. Once Trailblazer power maxes out a certain percentage of the surplus, it's going to be converted into reserve Trailblaze power. Now, for a lot of you that don't understand this, basically we have a system like this in Honkai Impact where whenever you get a full bar of energy or you get a full bar of stamina, the rest of the energy that's going to be accumulated when it usually would be is going to be at a reduced rate, but it will be put in a, I guess you could say, resource that you will be able to take out and actually put more energy into your bar. So if you basically maxed out at 240 and say 5 hours has passed through, you'll get a portion of that 5 hours that passed through after your Trailblazer power bar is maxed out. So this is very good. In all honesty, it actually helps a lot with people that aren't able to log in as much during the day, or they're very busy during the day. So you only have to play once, and if you really want to, you could probably take the day off. You will lose a little bit of energy, but you will receive a portion of the energy you missed. So this is a really good update for sure. I think this is a very well needed update for a lot of people. Me, I was able to do, you know, all the power I needed from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, but for a lot of other people, they may be more busy, they may need this a lot more than me, but I'm very happy that they added this into the game for sure. Now the next one, oh my god, I've been preaching for this forever. This is something I really wanted, and they don't have it in Genshin, they don't have it in this game, they have it in Honkai Impact, and I've always wanted it to be in every single game. But it is when going through the story dialogues, if I accidentally tap somewhere on the screen, I couldn't see the previous dialogues again. Help me. Now this is where they're going to say that they're going to have a function where you're going to be able to review the story dialogue while you're in the dialogue. And oh my god, I am so happy that they're doing this. They're going to be showing you what they said before in a little format. They have in Honkai Impact the same exact thing, where during that scene, if you accidentally skip the dialogue, if you want to reread a dialogue just in case you didn't understand it at first, you can go ahead, read the whole transcript from that scene. And oh my god, I am so happy that they're doing this. Now the next thing are a little bit of slightly quality of life changes, which is going to be, I want to send stickers with chatting with friends, and they're going to be adding the stickers like they have in Genshin Impact to the chat box. So this is really nice. Another thing is, can the black bar at the bottom of the PC client be hidden? Now this happens primarily, I think, when you have a controller on during your PC gameplay, and they said that they're going to try to change that up so that it looks a little bit nicer. So this is really good as well. And then this one is going to be about birthday mail, and in case you missed it, in case you don't log in during your birthday because you're out there enjoying it, after the version 1.3 update, Trailblazers will be able to receive birthday mails by logging in even after their birthday, and birthday mails will also be sent to any Trailblazers who have missed them earlier. And then, you know, this is really nice. I think in Genshin, if you miss your birthday on that game, you missed the cake, if I'm not wrong. So that's really good that they're trying to do this right here. I really hope they do add a lot of these updates to Genshin Impact, to Honkai Impact if they need it, just because a lot of these are really good system updates and really good quality of life updates that they should be adding to every one of their games, just because it makes it a lot more easier, it makes it a lot more enjoyable for all the players. Now this one is actually very interesting because a lot of people have been wondering, what are the consumables used for? Because a lot of them don't either have really good effects, a lot of them are kind of weird to use just because you have to go in the menu, actually use it, you can't use it in battle or anything like that. So what is their, I guess you could say, solution to this? Well, they said they received a lot of feedback on consumables the crew will improve the system of consumables in future versions to make them more convenient to use. The improvement plan is already in the making, and then they said to stay tuned for more updates. It's really nice. I really do want to wonder what they're going to do with consumables to the point where people are going to start using them, because at the moment I think not a lot of people use it unless it's part of their daily routine or their daily missions. So this is really exciting to see what they're going to be doing. Maybe they'll make it possible during the battle, which I kind of don't want that, but we'll see what they have to do. Now another thing is very interesting update as well. Will there be new items at the Herta store? I'm struggling to decide whether I should get the current light cones or not. And then in version 1.3 there will be new items, and it's going to be a 5-star light cone for Nihility. So for those who got Kafka, for those who've got Nihility characters that they want to build, there's a possible chance that this new Nihility light cone is going to be very good on them. So make sure to stay with your Herta bonds. Don't buy the summons. You should not be buying the summons yet, because there's going to be stuff in that shop that you're probably going to need, that you're probably going to want to superimpose. So make sure you stay with that. Do not buy for summons. But this is really nice that they're going to be adding more stuff to the Herta shop. They're basically keeping Simulated Universe a little bit more updated, which is really nice. And I think for the last update, I cannot be more happy about it. When in auto battle, I always feel that some characters' abilities are not used in the most effective way. Can this be improved? Now, of course, everyone and their mom has been complaining about Bronya buffing herself, Bronya buffing Silverwolf, Bronya buffing Luocha. All of these characters that are putting their buffs on the wrong character just because their stats are higher than the others. Just like how Luocha has high attack, he's going to end up taking a lot of the buffs from a lot of your characters. How Silverwolf sometimes gets buffed up by every single buddy on the team for some reason over your main DPS. Blade basically scales off of HP, so he doesn't get a lot of the buffs in the game just because he has lower attack and other people do on the team. There's just a lot of really frustrating things when you want to auto, and auto is the main component of the game, a main way to play in this game. Now a lot of people are saying, why are you playing the game if you only want to put it on auto? Well, that's kind of how the game is supposed to be played. Other than Memory of Chaos and some other things, you want to basically have auto on everything just to make it easy. This is supposed to be a side game, so it's not that bad for us to want to have auto battle be a little bit better. Of course, it won't be absolutely like world breaking when it comes to having a really good auto battle, because in certain situations you are going to still have to do manual type stuff. So what they're saying is, yes, the crew has received a lot of feedback about the logic behind how some characters automatically use their abilities, and we are sorry for the inconvenience caused. In future updates, the crew will continue to improve auto battle experience and optimize the logic behind when to use these abilities. Now this is really good that they're already looking into this as a core component of the game, which is the auto battle. Of course, being able to have your team actually function the way you want it to when you're doing auto battle is going to help a lot. Being able to have Bronya, Tingyun, have all these characters buff the right person. Hopefully they do something where we can set our own parameters or our own settings to the AI so that they know, like, you should be buffing Blade, you should be buffing this character, you should be doing this for that character, you should do this when this happens. This is really good things that they're going to be doing. I'm so happy that they're looking into a lot of these things. And there's one thing that they still haven't talked about, which I would assume with how many times people have been talking about this, both in Genshin Impact and this game, I really wonder why, and I'm gonna just say this right here. I really wonder why artifact loadouts hasn't been a thing, even with Fontaine coming out and with Honkai Star Rail's updates coming out. Now I have a theory that they're kind of doing this so that we don't basically share relics between characters. That way we're able to grind characters or grind relics for those characters and just have it on there, making it a reason for us to use our energy a lot more, making it more, I guess you could say, possible for us to buy energy with the gems if we want to grind more. I do think that's why they do it, because they do have artifact loadouts or weapon loadouts in Honkai Impact, but in that game we don't really, I guess you could say, grind for those. We basically have to summon for those. So we get artifact loadouts in that game, but not in Genshin and Honkai, where we got to get that through energy. So I kind of see why, in a business perspective, why they wouldn't give us artifact loadouts, but I really hope in the future both Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact are going to give us artifact loadouts, because I know a lot of people want to run multiple builds more in Genshin Impact than this game, but in the future I'm pretty sure there's going to be more relics that a lot of other characters are going to be able to use in this game, and then you'll be able to change out how exactly you want to use it. Just how like Bronya can use the brand new set that gives speed, or she can use her own wind set. There's just a lot of possibilities that you can use for a lot of different characters in this game, and hopefully in the future, with us having to change builds possibly for certain teams or for certain I guess you could say matchups in the game, there's just a lot of things that I wish we could have as well. But right now we are in a step in a very, very good direction for sure, just because these are a lot of really good system updates and quality of life updates. So let me know what you think about these updates. I am very excited to see all of these come in version 1.3. Some of them are going to take a little bit longer, yes, but they're really good changes nonetheless. But on that, thank you guys so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. See you on the next one, and peace.